Hello everybody, it's Minecraft. We're back. So, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since the last time I played this, as one might guess. For example, actually I think I showed you this. Yeah, I showed you that last time. Basically, last time, for those of you who need a refresher, we went into the final dungeon, and while we were in the final dungeon, we died right next to where the wool was, or at least where I think the wool was, and we lost all of our stuff. So, I then ranted for probably 30 minutes straight about how I was annoyed at Vex for not giving me enough loot, and how there was no way I could complete the map without grinding for 5 years, and generally just being upset with things. There's fire and ingots and some stuff. So I made this thing while I was off camera. These are music discs that I got. Basically, off camera, the first thing that I did was I went to all of the areas in the second intersection over there or whenever. I can't keep track of distances. And I just hauled every single thing that was from there back. And so I have a lot of loot in there. And then what I did was I decided to make this XP grinder. So what was that? Sounded like there was something that like broke. Wait, what is that? Is there like a slime? I swear I could hear something. Anyways, I built that XP grinder so that I could grind XP for at the time, my only suit of iron armor. And then I went to... I'll admit I got a hint from Vex because I thought that it would be safe to listen to his, or watch his like second episode of his DevCom because, you know, I'd almost finished the map, so makes sense. Apparently not, because apparently on his second episode, or maybe it was this third one, I don't remember, he revealed that if you go that way, and you know how there was that waterfall that went down where we found a book from a like old hag or something, which it fell down into a pool, and when it fell down to the pool, at the bottom of the pool was a shit ton of resources apparently, because I guess it was hinted at in the book from Tali, because Tali was like, hey, you know, the miners, they mined out this big area. This is in whatever it's called, the cavern that was being mined out, Digus Lode or whatever. Anyways, she was like, oh, you know, the scraps, which were scrapped to a company, not to a person, fell down into the water and they didn't bother picking them up. And so it was implied that if you go into the water, then you'll get resources. It was not implied, however, that if you go into the water, you will get a bunch of diamonds. There were diamonds in there. And just how many diamonds there were, I will show you once I get back to my base. I don't know why I walked down here. I know there's a cliff. And while I was exploring over here, as you can see from that light up there, I found a thing up there, which I am going to explore once I get my gear back from my base. So let's just run over here. Didn't you think the exact same thing for the first one? What first one? I don't know. I don't know what you actually mean by that. I am stumped. Speaking of stumped, this is our tree farm, and there's still some trees that haven't grown since whenever I... Oh, the first of Vex commentaries. Yeah. Well, in that case, it was the first one where it was like, he does the starter dungeon and starts the map. And in that one, I already sort of, like, he just revealed, like, standard secrets. Like, oh, at the start of the map, there is this thing, and there's this thing, blah, 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 blah. So, this was less of a big deal than that, because this was literally, like, a material I didn't have was revealed to me. But, you know, there's our airship that's almost done. I'm getting hungry. So, I spent a fair amount of time grinding up some diamond gear. I'll just show you what I had left over afterwards. Yeah, there was a lot of diamonds there. There's also a lot of iron and gold. There was way more gold than iron than this. I think it went down to here, but I've used that for things that I will explain later. And so, I did that. I ground up some books. There's a lot less books in here than there were from the start. I just did XP grinding for enchantments and books, etc. until I had a full suit of diamond armor and a diamond sword and a bow. Were those from the water and the mine? Yeah, that's the only place the diamonds are in the map, I'm pretty sure. I think that the Harbingers of the Fish-Pocalypse enemies actually sometimes drop diamonds, but I wasn't about to go farm those, so sorry, Vex. Anyways, so this is what I got. We have Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and some water enchantments, because there's a water area underneath where we need to go. We have Protection 4, Breaking 3, Depth Strider, and Feather Falling Boots, so we don't die from falling damage and stuff. We have some standard legs. I didn't really bother grinding up Protection 3 and books again, because I'm lazy. I could have easily done that, though. And Protection 4 and Breaking 3, Breast Chestplate. We also have 2 swords. This one is a smite sword, made to, you know, kill the undead. It also has bending on it, so we'll never lose it, probably. Unless I drop it, but, you know. It's got sweeping edge, so I can take out hordes of things, which can be useful. And then we have our sharpness sword, so that we can take out the necromancer at the end, because he isn't affected by smite. And neither are his minions, I think. Then we have a silk touch pick with efficiency 4, which silk touch doesn't matter, it's just to break spawners. And a nice bow, which doesn't have flame, but it's probably fine, because it has infinity. I would have put mending on this, but it has infinity, so we can't. So we're just going to take all this real quick. I'm going to put it on. And this is going to warm me up quite nicely, I think. That can go on... Well, this one can go on 1. I guess it doesn't matter because we're not actually fighting anything yet. So that'll probably be that. There we go. And I'll just put this gear here, I guess. Oh yeah, there's my old, like, special suit of armor, which I was, like, saving up. I'm gonna just grab some shields as well so I don't forget that I need to bring shields. I got this out of the zombie dungeon with the fast zombies, but it's kind of a shit item, so I'm not going to use it. Because it requires us to get down to really low health, and that's really risky, so I'm not going to. Let's just put our old gear in here. Those are my wooden swords for fighting zombies. This pickaxe has 10 uses left. We'll just put it in there. It stops you from dying. It does, once, and then it gives you some regen and stuff, but then you're also at, like, 0 health. There are no wooden swords in that chest. Right here! There's 4 wooden swords! Ice King. I'm gonna turn on the music. It's feeling kind of lonely. That's gonna be way too loud, isn't it? I don't know. Alright. I have a book and quill to record my my findings here, as we will need to. I also, that mine had a lot of gold, and so... Oh yeah, we can play a record. Right. Except they're all in the dungeon. Oh hey. Alright, we'll play that one. Listen to some jazz. Alright, I bought a bunch of carrots, because I had a bunch of gold and a lot of carrots, so we've got that. Don't think I need golden apples, because they don't really do much. I will bring some regen potions, because they're good. I guess a speed. Jump boost 2 seems useless. I think there's a lot of blocks over there anyways. Our enchanting table is over at the grinder. Alright, so that was all of our normal gear. We've got that now, we're kitted out. And the other bit, the other secret, superpower, secret weapon that I have to fight the final boss is these, which is 48 iron golems condensed into this much inventory space. So basically my plan is to cut off the entrance to that dungeon And then I'm going to set up like 5 iron golems maybe and just send them in, and then they'll do whatever. Yeah, there was a lot of iron. As I said, this chest was like, it went down to here. It was almost full of iron for this section. And I turned gold into iron golems, because hey, you can farm pumpkins, it's easy. So we're not going to pick those up yet. Because I have, well, actually, here, I'll like put all my gear in this chest so that I can pick it up later. But basically, we are going to go into a dungeon, which is in Boreal Valley, which I found, and I will show you Diamond Golem. Oh my god, I wish. We'll just grab a bunch of blocks. Alright. You never thought about using iron golems in a hyper hostile mode? That's probably a pretty good idea. Yeah, Vex intended you to do that in Eternal Battle in Inferno Mines, so it's been on my mind. By record, by the way. But yeah, basically, like, in that map, he specifically gave you iron blocks in Lush Ruins, and so it was sort of implied that you were meant to use them to make golems. Which he did in his developer commentary. He used Invisibility Potion and made iron golems while invisible, and then they fought everything, and then he went in, like... Because it cleaves down the number of enemies and distracts them so you can actually, like, take out the area on your own. I don't think it's going to be the same deal in this. It's much more... Music slightly too loud. Well, we're gone, so it's fine. We're going to climb up there, if I can figure out how to get up there again. I don't actually remember. This way. Here's my staircase. And then your computer breaks. Well, that's why he has the smaller area, for you to do that. But yeah, in this map, there's less of a clusterfuck, so to speak, of enemies as there was in that map. In that map, it was literally like, this is the final boss area, which has 50 billion enemies, and if you don't, like, try and cleave them down, then they will just, like, knock you around and you won't be able to do anything. In this map, it's more of a small space. So I went up here because there were trees up here, and it was a ledge, and there's no other ledges other than that one, which actually does have a secret on it. And I was just walking up here, you know, as you do. Was thinking maybe, you know, he put some spawners up here, maybe there's like a chest that's like back there in a wall or something, because he's weird like that. And then I saw that. It wasn't lit up. I put the torch there. It was also filled with gravel. And so this is, you know, this is suspicious. It's clearly not a stone which belongs in an icy wasteland. Also, of note, is we did find a book up there specifically from, I don't remember what her name was. It was like, I don't know, Baba Yango or something like that, I think. Very surprised that mining the gravel didn't make the thing explode. Yeah, it's actually not actually a dungeon, it just kills you. Baba, it's you. I don't know. Anyways, yes, baby lasagna. So, we got a book from her, and it said that, it explained that White Fang, the sword that we found, which warms you up if you have it in your offhand, we don't have a shield in our bar, that would be important, was cursed. And she said that she put the real White Fang and gave it to, quote-unquote, one of her tall minions from the other dimension, I think is what she said, and told him to go wherever, and she doesn't know where it is. So this is Endstone, which is from the end, and Endermen are tall minions from another dimension, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have Endermen in here. Oh, well, there's a Frosty Eye. Hello. Your arrows don't hurt me anymore, bitch. You're spawning from up there. Interesting. Alright, well, let's kill you with a smite sword. Bye. That was very satisfying. I will say that much. Put a torch up there, please. I don't know. Well, okay. Clearly, we need... These aren't the punch bow ones, aren't they? Okay, maybe they are. I don't know. They don't actually punch very hard. Let's just put some light in here. Kill you with a bow. Nope. I actually have to hit you to do that. Nope. Hit. What? He's gone. I can't. Okay, maybe he just has a lot more health than I thought. Alright, well, this place is fairly dark. The lack of music is really, like, off-putting to me. I kind of want it, but it's not playing, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Can't get over there. Alright, I think we shut down the actual spawner, because I can't hear anything. Probably fine. Don't think we really need to light up this area, but I'm going to anyways. Ow! God damn it. Poison potions. I saw the hole in the wall, but it was as I was standing here and sprinting. Well, that's poison too for a bit. Good thing I have armor to protect against that. How many arrows did you drop, sir? 3. Come on. There we go. There's an eye opener, make no mistake. I'm gonna take a dwarven carrot. Dwarven? I read the word dwarf in chat. Alright. Ooh, it gives you more than one. Interesting. What do these drop? Poison? Oh, they're not stacked. Rip. Poison, weakness. Oh, they're like assortments. Poison, poison 2. Fun. And there's a tripwire. So this place has traps in it, as we can tell. Ooh, it is an end rod. An ender eye. Aha. Are you meant to use that, or is this just decoration? Actually, can you take it out? Oh, you can. Okay, well, that answers that. There's a frost elemental. I'm getting cold. We can kill it pretty easily. We can kill all these things pretty easily. Let's be honest. Something behind me. It's an elemental. Great. Have a feeling they are spawning in these corners, but I cannot be sure. I also have a feeling that I'm going to run out of torches, but, you know, maybe not. We'll see. Hello. You're probably dropping in from above, aren't you? Nope. Get. Nope. Damn it. Hey, died to the fire. Great. I went through that pretty quickly. Oh, it's because I'm freezing to death. Right. Forgot about that. They're still spawning. Alright. Get down here. There's ender chests. That's nice. Would love to have these people stop being rude. Ow. 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 Fuck. Like, they're not even really, like, damaging me that much. They just do a lot of knockback, which is annoying. Okay, there we go. And hopefully they won't spawn in this chest. In this chest? In this room. I didn't bring a mace. Is there something behind here? Aha! There is. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. Explains everything. There's still one down there. Yes, there is. He's dead now. Alright. Is there endstone in the wall anywhere? I think I'm heating up now. Oh, this is an end rod. That'll probably heat me up, right? Maybe? Will it? 865. 855. Aha, it is. Alright, well, I'm gonna just chill here for a second. And heat up very slowly. I didn't leave anything in my end chest, but I'll just put random stuff in there. Actually, I need an arrow because I have a bow. Forgot about that. Should have brought up furnace, but I didn't. I'm smart. So what's going on, chat? How you doing? I'm just assuming that this doesn't have, like... I'm assuming there isn't a spawner behind every piece of endstone, because that would be kind of weird. Doing happy because you're on holiday. Nice. Do you have any plans? Or are you just gonna be a lazy boy? Well, this is much slower than I was wanting. I guess I'll stand in a torch instead. Going to Cornwall, being a lazy boy there. Sounds good. Alright, well, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna go look at Discord. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, I think that getting this good gear is making this map a lot easier. Because, well, not making this map a lot easier. It's making this area a lot easier. Like, it does have late game enemies, so fighting them with any lower level of gear would be kind of difficult. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna sit on this torch. Maybe I can like go over here and look at a different torch. Rip your shield. Yeah, I have a backup. It's fine. Yeah, that's those are torches, all right. Wait, there's light down there. I don't know what's going on down there. I should have brought ladders. Maybe. Ended up making an Unbreaking 3 shield. It's kind of smart. Did it? I just ate a golden carrot. Did it actually just like undo? Oh wait, no, it didn't. It didn't max it out. Okay, well that explains that. I was very confused. Whoops. Let's get down here. I don't think I can see any. Ooh, that's spooky looking. I like that. I didn't know this was the version with those things. Oh wait, no, they're magma blocks. This isn't magma blocks in water. I see. What are those? Those are ghasts, and they're rotating. Well, if they spawn, then I will know to attack them. They are too slow to attack me. Huzzah. Well, they also have Frostwalker boots. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna wait for the gas to spawn and then kill them. Did I just see one? No. There's one. Ooh. Are my mob sounds off? Oh, they are, aren't they? Because I was fighting zombies, or I was farming zombies rather. Ow. Ooh, that actually breaks that block. Alright, I'm gonna come up here and turn hostile creatures back on. So I can actually hear the ghasts. Okay, there we go. Break you, please. Where is the ghast? Where is the ghast? Kill you, please. Thank you. Uneasy alliance. What? Excuse me? I don't know what that means. It gave me a really like fancy visual. Alright, I return to center. What are these achievement sounds? Alright. Let's just go this way. Place a torch. This is like very clearly the dungeon exit. Come on. Kill it. It's not making any noises, but it's really weird. It's kind of freaking me out. Give me... Kill it. Please. Why are they not shooting at me? It's kind of weird. Maybe uneasy alliance is what you get for shooting a fireball back? Or, like, not necessarily at them, but just at, in general. Ow. Fuck. Stop. Oh my god, he knocked me up in the air and so my arrow missed. Stop! You're on ice! It's so hard to hit you. Can't you just depth stride across? I mean, I could, I guess I did bring Depth Strider. I'm gonna just run across with this Frostwalker instead, because it's so much easier. Ow. There we go. I hope there's not Enderman here. I'm gonna break these, though. Hello? Die, please. That one's too high. Can't hit it. Can I? Can't. Can I hit that, please? Ow. Ow. Stop. Stop it. Ow. Stop. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's getting a bit, much. Hello? It's creature possibly. I don't die. Really need to stop being on fire. Oh, hi. Spawner, please. Spawner! Thank you. Oh, there's the music. Thanks. God, Jesus. Ow. Ow. This isn't even, like, incredibly dangerous. I'm just really annoying with all the fire. Okay, you can... No. Thank you. Don't stop blowing up my brain. I need that staircase to get up there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna fill her up. Nope, I can't fill her up because it's stuck. God damn! Okay, I can do that instead. We're fine. Alright. Just gotta get up. Stop knocking me back! Please! Oh my goodness. Okay, this one I can get from the ground, I think. There we go. I love the music chose now. Oh my god. I can't get it! There we go, did it. Get him. Get him. Knock him back. Kill him. Please. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Stop the fire! Stop it! I don't know what he's even shooting at. Holy shit. Okay, he's dead. Break that. Just break everything. Just break all of it. Break it all down. Break it down, boys. Shit. There's a block here that's like invisible now. Ow. Your punch is insane. I can't. I can't. Please. Ow. Stop. Fucking fire. Stop. Thank you. Now the music is appropriate because everything is burning and also those things are dead. Okay, so is this place cooling me down at all? Don't actually know. Okay, found the chest. White Fang. Smite 5, Unbreaking 5, Mending. Great. Plus 10 max health, plus 1 attack speed, plus 8 attack damage, plus 2 armor. Okay, that seems actually pretty good. Let me see, what does this do? 7 attack damage, 8 attack damage. Oh. Is that better than a normal diamond sword? I don't actually know. I mean, the smite is better. I mean, this doesn't have sweeping edge, it doesn't have fire aspect, but it does have mending. Alright, well, bye Blaze Fury, we don't need you anymore. We also have diamond armor, which I already have. That's a trap chest, that's kind of funny. Doesn't activate anything though. Alright. This was a fun dungeon. I liked the ghasts with the end bricks. because they actually break them. And it's really annoying. Like, the thing about this, it's faster than a regular sword as well. Oh shit, it's really fast. Oh my goodness. Wait, this is bullshit. This is broken. This is a broken weapon. Holy crap. Okay, but yeah, I was gonna say, this area, also I have 4 max HP. Oh my goodness. Alright, this map just got a lot easier. W plus 1 strats. Just hold W. This is the I want to make the devcom easier dungeon. Yeah, basically. This is the Vex doesn't want to die in his own map dungeon. But he already died, so suck it. As I was saying, of course, this dungeon is pretty fun. Like, the dungeon with the dungeon where I was, you know, getting really frustrated and it was a long series of corridors. That dungeon, like, I don't know, I think that it's just that I like having chaotic environments where the chaos isn't causing me to just, like, die without my control. Like, in there, I wasn't dying, but it was still, like, frustrating, and I had to figure out how I was going to solve my way out of that hectic situation. Because, as you could see, like, in that, I like how you set you up for traps and they're just already for. Yeah. It makes you think, though. I'm gonna look around here. But yeah, like, in that dungeon, the ghasts were really annoying. I was somewhat worried that they were going to drop me into void if they broke the ground too much. So, you know, that was a threat to me. I don't know if that was a thing that was going to happen. They did break quite a bit of the floor. And the punch bows prevent you from just pillaring up straight up. So I had to find a corner and pillar up on the corner to break those tall ones. I don't know if that's what he had intended, but that's what I ended up doing, and I thought that it was cool. Meanwhile, in the other dungeon, though, I still don't know what the solution there is. Like, I can't really see it as a puzzle like I could for this one. Because for the other dungeon, it's like, oh, there's deathly enemies which will kill you instantly. Well, not instantly. Like, there's literally an evoker in there, which is an enemy which ignores your armor and your enchantments. So, it just kind of deals damage to you. The Vexes don't. So the Vexes I will kill with my sword, and they'll be fine. But the rest of the enemies, I got nothing. There's also a bunch of zombies and skeletons in there, which I can kill with this sword, because this sword is actually really good. I think it's really good. I don't really know. Evokers ignore armor and enchants. For their, like, attack they do, which is where they, like, send a series of spikes towards you, and then they all pop up out of the ground and they kill you. But, like, as for the actual, their actual, like, the Vexes that they summon, they care about armor. And also they're affected by sharpness, I think. I think they're affected by sharpness, and not smite. I'll have to check. Yeah, it does like 3 hearts of damage, I think, but it goes through armor and enchantments, so you just can't avoid it, really. Unless you have a Totem of Undying, I guess, and then it will prevent you from literally dying, because that's not possible. I think resistance also applies, but you can't really get that anymore. So, what have I got? I've got a lot of bullshit in my inventory, is what I got. I'm gonna just drop all of this out in here. I guess I'll put this diamond armor in here, because I'm not gonna use it, but I have it now. I think this should be fine. Resistance applies to everything, even the void. That's kind of amusing, actually. You can fall out of the world and then just not take as much damage because you have resistance on you. Could you just be invincible in the void, actually? I'm not sure. We have a gas tier, which means that we can make regen potions. We also have a shit ton of blocks and stone. And we have some blocks of gold if we wanted them, I guess. Bones. Gunpowder. Oh yeah, because gunpowder from those things. Yeah, cool. Can make 1 block of TNT. Hey, that'll be nice. I guess we don't really need Blaze Fury anymore. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna check how that works, because I don't actually know. Like, right here, it says 7 attack damage, 1.6 attack speed. For this one, it's plus 1 attack speed, plus 8 attack damage. So I'm guessing this is just more damage than Frostbane. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Also, it gives us more armor, which is kind of funny. Sadly, we don't have a special bow, but, you know, a power 5 bow is special in its own way. So, I don't really mind. What is this? What is this iron from? Did I get iron from an enemy? I don't think I did. Anyways, I'm gonna I'm gonna bring all this stuff over to the other dungeon. You literally just picked it up. Why did I pick up iron? What was I doing with that? Oh! I was gonna make shields, and then I remembered that I had 3 shields already, so I don't need to do that. I'm smart. I think I already have equipment over at the dungeon that we're going to. I like the stone shovel. Why do I have a stone shovel? I don't know. Why do I have an iron axe? Who knows? I mean, sometimes you need to break some gravel, you know, like at the start of a dungeon. Sometimes you need 8 torches. It's fine, I have coal over at the forward operating base. Should be using gold tools. Yeah, I've got a lot of gold. I could do it. They're faster than iron, so it's more effective. Like, actually, like a common strategy, a strategy in super hostile maps that I've seen is people using a gold pickaxe to break spawners faster, because they mine so quickly, and you don't actually need to mine large amounts of things with them. So it's like, this pickaxe can break, you know, 60 shovels. Shovels? Spawners. Someone said shovel in chat. Let's put this up here. I guess I'm gonna regen pot here. Regen speed can go in front of a shovel because I don't need them. Goes the fastest turn in the game. Yeah, it also gets the best enchants by default, so that's kind of cool. I've always keep wondering if there's something over there. I'm not sure. Maybe. So we go all the way back to this place. It's also least durable. Yeah, it has less durability than wood tools. Which is and leather armor, if you're thinking about that. Unusually, while it may be the fastest mining tool, it doesn't deal the most damage, and it also doesn't give the most defense. I think that gold armor and chain armor are the same at being slightly better than leather. Lead armor, Planetoria. But yeah, I think that gold and chain are the exact same. Oh no. The carts. Okay, this seems to be what I thought it was, where the sword swings very fast. Yeah, that's definitely what this is. I wish I had some zombies to test it on. If only. Let's go find out. Zombies, zombies. Come out. Hello. I don't think we have any here. Ha, is that one? No. Alright. Well, I'll just run off this way on my own then. See if I care. I know we can test it on the frost elementals over there. Full gold is -1 compared to full chain. Alright. Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure why gold leggings would be worse than chain leggings. But, who am I to judge? Oh well. So let's run this direction for a while. And go past all these blocks. Go into the pit. You wanna look pimpin', there are sacrifices. Yeah, basically. Alright, and then go into the cave. Morningstar, you've seen this bit, right? And by this bit, I mean like this dungeon. past here. I don't remember if you've completed the map or not. I'm not sure. But, well, this stream is titled Completing the Map, so if you haven't completed the map, then you're in luck. I'm very glad that I got this sword before doing this ending of the dungeon, so that I don't get upset. I'm just going, damn, why didn't I do that before? Also, this depth strider is very useful. Just pointing that out. Nothing spawns in here, I don't think. Oh, I was really confused. I was like, what is that block? It's a glowstone behind orange glass. Interesting. I'm gonna sleep here. Oh, what is this? Rescue a ghast from the nether, bringing it safely home to the what? Oh. It's because we killed a ghast in the overworld, because it spawned here. Amazing. Alright. Got a lot of torches here. Don't think we need them, but we'll bring them anyways. We're gonna bring a furnace so we don't die to stuff. Gonna bring some wood so we don't die to stuff. I guess I'll bring this and put it like here or something. No. Oh, I don't know. Let me check. Go to Google Chrome. Search up facts. You did the secret after the final dungeon because you didn't find it legit, so you felt bad about getting anything out of it first. I found it on my own. Because there was, you know, there was just like a ledge up there, and I was like, what am I going to do with this? Alright, Vex. What is this? Doesn't say that they're undead, so I'm assuming that they will be attacked by sharpness. I'm not sure what else they would be summoned by. Also, I need to close this tab before it breaks my computer. Found it while searching through the map as a spectator mode, trying to find out where the last dungeon was. Yeah. I guess I found it legitimately, but I didn't want to go into it because I was, you know, off camera. And then in the third episode of Vex's developer commentary, he explains that the True White Fang is in there. And so I was like, well, I guess that's where the True White Fang is, and so I stopped watching his series because I didn't want to see what the dungeon was like, and I didn't want to see what the True White Fang actually did. I was kind of expecting it to be like a, if you go in here early on in the game, then it'll make the map easier item, but not a, it's better than your max enchanted diamond sword that you spent a while making. So yeah, the other thing that I did while I was off camera is I went in this area and I like ferried out all the loot. And in the process of doing so, I also found some secrets. Like down there was, I think, most of the secrets were like either diamond ore or diamond blocks, which I already had 3 stacks of, so there was really nothing that they gave to me. But hey, it was fun finding them. And I'd also, as you can see on the sidebar, if you were actually paying attention to my last episode of this, then I actually died a couple times because I ran into an area and then froze to death one time. That was the coolest thing. I actually froze to death in this map because I was next to an enemy which increased my temperature. And so it, well, killed me. Is this the way we go? I don't actually remember how we get there. Can't actually see the death counter. Oh, right, because OBS is weird. Go. You can do that now. It's kind of annoying. Like, I'm playing this in windowed mode, and so obviously it isn't actually the right ratio of 16:9. It's like slightly shorter. And so now it's off center because unless I want to, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Unless I want to like transform it so that it's all squished. I could do that instead and really annoy you guys, but I'm not going to. Alright, so that area goes over there to nothing. I think that's the right way. I think it is. That way went to nothing as well. That way just went to a pit, which really disappointed us because I spent like 5 years digging down there. I don't think we need the counter. I'd rather have it cut off. Fine. Fine. There you go. It's cut off. I could like... Can I like... No, I don't... I think the sidebar has to be on the right. It can't be on the left. Anyways, we can explore this now, like, fully, if we wanted to. Okay, that's just a maze. This also okay, this isn't really much of a maze, let's be honest. That goes over there. Bex, why did you do this? Why? What's this way? Where does this go? That goes nowhere. This way goes into the dungeon. Okay. I didn't bring my fucking iron golems. God damn it. I feel bad, but I think I can do this without them. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I can do this without them. Where did all that gravel come from? Yeah, I just dropped it in there because I wanted to. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Perfect. Great, alright. Now that that's complete, I can go back and get my iron golems. Probably. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go... Sorry guys, I'm gonna go get my iron golems because that was my entire strategy here, was just to set them up. And then... Yeah. You want to see the iron golem? Yeah, I want to as well. I'll try and go quickly. Oh, damn it. They're coming for me. No. No. Stop. Stop that. No. Get out of here. Alright. That kills them in 2 hits. I think that's the same as what it was before. I'm not sure. Whoa! I would have lived through that anyways, but it was still frightening. I've gotten spoiled by Terraria. I'm used to having these like special items like the magic mirror where I can just like press it and go back to my bed. But I can't do that, so I have to run all the way back. I'm sad. It's fine. So what we're gonna do is this sword is gonna, there's a command that can return to your bed. What is the command? God damn it. Slash kill. You rude boy. Actually, I think that, hold on. Is it function? Let me see. Which one is it? It's not airship. It's something. Events? Yeah, I have no idea which one this is. I probably shouldn't be fucking around with this. Oh, wait. Okay, TP, geothermal plant. There we go. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay, this is technically cheating, I think. But we're here. We're at our base. We did it. It's wonderful. Alright. We've got... Get our giant golems now. We've successfully cheated. And by cheating, I mean making the map less hell to walk through. You looked away for 1 minute and we're back to base. Yep. I think I could technically... I think that there's a TP to get back to the dungeon we were at, actually. But I'm not going to do that because it was titled Final Area, and I don't know which the final area actually is. It might be the one we were just at. It might be someone that I haven't seen. And I don't want to do that, because that seems mean. Alright, well, we're going to take our cart back. This way we have gone half the distance that we had to for running. And we got our iron golems. So everything's going swimmingly. There's actually just the intro, the real map starts now. Yeah, I used the TP command. That was actually me getting teleported back to my base in a different map. This is map number 2. Aw, oh, damn it. No, our carts. Shit. We're just gonna have to run it. I could have just made a cart, but I think it's faster just to run now. Through the wonderful snow. This is I don't know. I don't know if I would say this was my favorite area. It's probably my favorite area visually. It's very pretty. I also liked the miner's cavern, just in terms of like the little interiors were really neatly decorated, I think. But this area was definitely the prettiest, which I think is intentional, because you go into it so many times. This is so slow, oh my god. In terms of gameplay, honestly, that the area I just went to with all of the like the ghasts and stuff, that was probably the most fun that I've had in a combat scenario in this map so far. I don't know in terms of gameplay which ones I actually hit the most, which I think that was the best though. I think if Diggest Load Mine actually worked properly, I think that would probably be my favorite area. But, well, it doesn't. So, I guess there's that. Also, why is this sword not working? It has 4 heart slots, but I'm not healing. Does it only heal with regen or something? I'm not sure. I don't know. Am I wearing something that's breaking it? Oh, no, it was a visual glitch. Alright. Yes, it did update when I took damage. You're right. Alright, that's cool. Does it give me speed? No, the other one gave me speed. This one just gives me, like, combat buffs. That's nice. Anyways. Yeah. It's definitely the most tense because there's creepers everywhere. Also, that's the area that's probably was the best moment in this map for me, was when I was breaking a spawner. Or no, I got the wool out of the box, and then I got blown up and took fall damage and was dropped to 1 HP, and then sprinted off, like healed really fast, and then like ran away and shot creepers away from me with bows. It was very cool and very tense, and probably the best part of this map. I mean, well, I don't know. In terms of gameplay, it was the best part of this map. I think that my favorite area as a whole, just like in terms of the one that had the most effect on me, was probably, you know, your base, because when you first get into it, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because the way that Vex said it in his developer commentary that I watched when he first got to his base, he said that the intent of the signs and things in the base was to make you just feel confused and weird. But my reaction to them was like, wow, this is really comforting. Like, this, I can relate to this, because this is like the kind of thing that somebody who's like feeling depressed would put around their house as self-care kind of things. Which is what I got from it. Which I guess Tali did write in her book that was why she did it, was because she was mentally feeling down. Also, reading those books was very relatable to me. So I liked that part. I didn't get the impression of, wow, this is really confusing, I don't know why this is here. I honestly just immediately was like, hey, this is something left for someone to help other people. And then it was confirmed that was exactly what it was. I mean, kind of. I don't know. Well, we're getting there soon. My wall is still up, so it'll be a lot easier to get, like, through here. Does Depth Strider help me zoom up? Reaction was, this is a trap. Yeah, I guess, like, I wasn't really in the super hostile mood, I guess, because Or like wasn't in the mind space of, oh, everything is a trap and out to get me, and I must like do that, because the map felt very different from its previous ones. So I was just sort of assumed like this is an unusual map with an unusual story behind it. Alright, I'm gonna build some iron golems, and we're going to see what happens. I'm gonna block this off first, so they don't kill themselves. Let's go. Boop. Nope, that's wrong. Let's, like, build them like this, I guess. Hopefully they will work. I hope they work. 1, 2. No, you're too fat. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Alright. We've got a small army. Let him go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Get him. Get him, please. Please. Ow. Alright. I'll just aggro them, I guess. Like, why aren't they attacking them? Is it because they're invisible? It's because they're invisible, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I think. I need to drink my potions. Alright, I think this is going to be enough iron golems. Like, I think I may have overestimated things. Alright, so let's do that. Let's put Frostbane in here. Let's put a shield there for emergencies. And let's eat. And let's get in there and break some spawners. Is one over here? Nope, that's just a hole. Alright. Oh, it's up there. Alright. Let's go. Double shields. Break. And go down. Is there a spawner over there? No, there was not. What are they being damaged by? I don't actually know. Hydrate. Yep. I mean, I just drank some potions, so basically hydrated, you know? Basically. Oh, they killed one. What killed it? Is there a witch spawner or something? Because they were taking damage over time. I am concerned. Or was there like... I don't know. The golems are freezing to death. But I don't think that the freezing effect is to just all entities, is it? I mean, it very well might be. I actually don't know. I'm gonna build some more. Oh, there's some Vexes. Okay. We've got those things. We're on a clock now. Because I have to make these golems. In order to... Nope. Fuck. Move. Okay. Ow. Okay, they're dead. Oh, they set things on fire. That's fun. It's just... You're in a wall now, sir. Frostbane. On my bar. Get out of these blocks, please, sir. Please. I just want to give you more friends. No. No, move. Move. Move out of the way. Get out of here. Stop. No. Move. Please move. Okay. I think I've trivialized this area. Because there were a lot of golems. Okay. The spawners are all gone. Let's go in here. Oh, there's another section. I see. That's what we want. We want them to come this way. Please. Arrows are sort of like damage over time. Come here. This way. Please. Yeah. Come on. Yes, kill them for me. Kill them. Slay! Slay them. What? Shoot them, you bitch. Please. Okay, this is, like, not extremely effective. I'm kind of disappointed. What is going on? This area is very strange right now. I hear him making more. They're just going over there and going to fight the Iron Golem. I don't understand. Okay, I can one-shot them with this sword, which is good. Can't one-shot those though. Whoa. Hi. Oh, there's the spikes. Ow. Ow. Oh fuck. No, I'm going. No. Not good. Please stop hiding in the walls, you shits. Right, I need another regen potion because I apparently yeah. Okay. Let's get in there and break some spawners. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Ow! Ow! No! No! Break. Break and run. Break and run. Break and run. Right. Now we can break these things. Nope. Great! Okay, we've done it. Okay, that guy dies in 3 hits. We've got that down. I've got to dig up. Nope. I have to dig up. Dig up. Build up. Not dig up. Ow. Fuck you. Stop. Okay, we're done. Now we can go up here. Dig up. Kill her up. Whatever. Player built iron golems don't aggro. Do they? Oh, that's convenient. I did not know that. Alright, where is... There we go. There you are, sir. Oh my god. They are really annoying. Hey, we've got a bunch of totems on dying now, because there's a spawner. Fuck. Fuck you. Stop. I don't think they actually despawn from light, though. Well, I suppose we should get this. Let's get rid of the bones. Sure. 220 temperature. We good. Alright. Let's get out of here. Oh, hi there. Bye. Okay, this sword has trivialized this area, and I'm happy. I mean, it hasn't really trivialized it, it's just made it a lot easier. Because sharpness swords are good against things that are affected by sharpness. Who thought that would be the case? Ow. Get out. You little shits. Stop it. Get off of me. Fortunately, these guys are affected by my armor, so I can just, like, sit here and let my iron golems do the business. Things affected by sharpness, you mean everything. Yeah, but I mean, like, things that require sharpness and not smite, because I was using smite before. Actually, I wasn't using smite before, I was using sharpness 1. But, you know. You know what I mean. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take a stay hydrated real quick. Take some for later. Let's get out of here. Still got my shield. Still getting chased by wisps, I think. Vexes? Not wisps. They might as well be wisps. You're raising what I'm dropping. Alright, we're going up. I'm gonna make some more iron golems to celebrate as I go through this area. Because it's fun. Oh, man. Well, I'm not sure if the iron golems actually made that area easy or not. They may have. I feel like they did. Like, they were nice meat shields. Vexes do normally have a chance of spawning with fire swords, or is that custom? I don't know. I mean, they're spawned by the necromancer guy, so I don't think that he can edit that. He might be able to. Heck if I know. But maybe they are capable of doing that. I don't know. In the meantime, they dealt with the Vexes. Yeah, they did. They did do that. They also got in the way of other enemies. Also, those like, the Evoker's attack where it does the line of evil was actually much easier to avoid than I expected. Because I was reading it on the wiki and I was like, wow, 3 hearts of damage just without any mitigation, and also it happens, like, in an area of effect. That seems pretty annoying. But they actually, like, appear over time and then go away. Well, That was fun. I mean, I shouldn't be saying my postmortems yet because, you know, the game is still going on. I may in fact die and lose the bull. Who knows? Maybe I won't. Probably won't. But I'm going to do this delivery anyways. Line attack itself isn't that bad. It isn't. It's when it happens while you're not able to avoid it, really, and while you're getting attacked by other things. It would be difficult if you were getting hit by things that you didn't have protection armor to, like, prevent, I guess. Let's get our white fang back, because it's nice. And take some damage. Oh, we're not hungry. Oh, well, we are hungry. The exact opposite of not hungry. Alright, there we go. We're getting our health back. So, I guess I should talk about that dungeon now because I've done it. I think... I'm not sure. Like, the area itself wasn't too bad once I got gear which was built to take it on. I think doing a run of this map blind while trying to have no deaths would be very difficult. Because, you know, you would have no idea that that enemy was there, and you would probably bring a smite sword because you saw the skeletons previously, and then you would fight it, and you would not have anything effective against it. And then, yeah, like, that's what happened to me, was I had fairly decent gear somewhat, and a smite 5 diamond sword, and then I got to the Vexes, and I was like, well, shit, this thing's gonna kill me. If you're doing this area yourself and you haven't before, iron golems seem to be useful. I think that they'd be more useful in this area, honestly, because the enemies aren't invisible, and so they can actually attack them and draw aggro. If I had had the iron from this area over there, by the time I got here, I probably would have set them up, because it's a wide open area where enemies spawn and can one-shot you, or at least two-shot you. So, they would have been pretty useful. However, I didn't bring any down. I'm glad I actually got to use them for once in a map without being told to. You know what? I'm gonna explore over here. I'm gonna go over here because I want to see what's over here. Yes, I have the wool in my inventory. It's fine. I guess I could like make a stop over there and use an ender chest. I'm kind of tempted to go do that. Alright, we're over here. There's some ice. There's snow over there. Because there's been this sort of like stack of snow that's over here that's really like kept getting my attention, and I just want to make sure that it's not actually secret. Where is it? It's over there. There you are, snow patch. Come here. Is this anything secret? Oh my god, it fucking is! Wait, what's that? What is that? I don't have any bones! Oh my gosh. It was right! She was right all along! The doggos are real! Do they spawn in the grass? Do I have to break it? I'm gonna break some. Oh, they're angry doggos. Well, I'm just gonna get ready to block this off. I can't believe this was actually a secret. I'm very happy. I mean, I got the impression that there was going to be secret doggos in this map because, you know, Tolly kept mentioning them. But like, man, I guess the tall grass is supposed to draw you here, and then it leads you in here. They're not spawning though, which is kind of confusing me. Do they only spawn? I don't know. Well, it's revving up now. Let's see what happens. You were expecting secret doggos. You were expecting. I was kind of expecting both, but like, well, I was expecting invisible angry doggos, and then He's nice. Oh, I need bones. I need bones right away. Oh no. Oh, that's why the grass is there. It's because you have to break it for them to spawn. Because if you don't, then there will be infinite doggos. Right, I'm gonna block you in there, little pal. And then I'm gonna go over here. Alright, I think they were supposed to be angry. But, well, they were either supposed to be angry and then they bugged. Or they were supposed to be nice and the game bugged the display and they show up as angry if you're spawning them. I'm not sure which. But, what I do know is that I need to go and get some fucking bones so I can get a friend. And I'm going to do that before I finish the map, because then he can come along. Imagine the spawner bug, probably. They're supposed to be nice. Yes! Be shitty to make a secret be angry doggos. It would, yeah. Unless they dropped something really special, but I don't like killing doggos anyways. My plan in that for that period of time was I was going to like wait for the doggos to spawn, and if they were angry, I was going to run away and block it off because I don't want to kill them. But yeah, I'm glad that existed. This is nice. I like the secrets in this map a lot. They all tell a story, or at least like they all have something interesting about them, rather than just you opened this chest in the wall, you get a stack of coal. Or something like that. Okay, yeah, that area does have grass, so I guess that's why they're supposed to lead you there. Also, the fact that the secrets weren't just really weird and random, they were, like, you know, there's a ledge up there, there's a secret up there, there's a ledge over there, there's a secret over there. I kind of always assumed that all of the ledges were going to be secrets, and then I was like, no, there's probably, or no, for a while I was like, if this ledge up here is a secret, but the other one isn't, I'll be annoyed, because what if you went to that other ledge first, found nothing, and then decided, okay, there is no secrets on these ledges. Because if you only check one of them, then the other one might have a secret and you didn't know. But it turns out both of them did, so that's kind of fun. Alright, then you'd be a Sealy. You'd be a Sealy. I feel like I missed some things in this map just because I was streaming it, so I was trying to go quickly. But also, I guess if I was playing by myself, I probably wouldn't have gotten them. I mean, I guess I did. I got this secret off camera. I found that secret off camera. I'm glad I found the dogs on camera, because that was a very, very happy reward for the very end of this map. Oh, the carpet stopped my sprint. I've never seen that before. Carpet lifts you up slightly when you stand on it, I think. Yeah, it does. And so I was sprinting, and I happened to land right on the edge of the carpet, so I was in midair and hit the edge, and it stopped me. It was kind of funny. Alright. Organics. Bones. Got them. Let's go. I don't think you've missed... Yeah, I don't think I've missed that much either. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that the only secrets that I've missed are like random chests out in the middle of nowhere which give you loot, if I had to guess. I think 8 bones is going to be enough. If it's not, I'll be kind of annoyed. And then I'll go and farm skeletons. Yes, Yod, we are running. Dozy, I finished the map. Almost. I have to put the wool down, but we're getting a dog pet so that we can bring him along. Because we happen to find wolves off in the middle of nowhere. Under the bridge. No monsters. Is there any other secret, like, alcoves here? I don't think so. Wait, what's that? That right there is a single block of snow, which just stood out to me for some reason. Never mind. There's nothing there. I do wonder if he, like, naturally generated... I guess probably not. I was gonna say maybe he, like, generated this terrain and then said, hey, this is... Like, he, like, scattered the snow around and then saw that there was a patch of snow up there, which there is. And then said, Maybe I should put a secret there. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. This climbing is difficult. Alright. We're almost there. You just gotta go up a bit. Just slightly. Is that also a secret? Or is that... Wait, there's like... I'm just starting to see like holes in the walls now. And I'm curious. Wait, where was it? Was it up here? I think it's up higher. That's how he makes all his areas. Yeah, probably. But like for secrets, it's like, hey, this place is something cool. I mean, this doesn't have any dirt around it, so clearly it's like intentional, right? Hi, doggo. Okay, we only have 3 left, so I don't think we can get another pet. But come here, come here, come here. Hi. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go. We're going! I do wish I could get a cat, but I guess this is a snow map, so it makes sense. That there would be no cats. Watch as it dies to falling damage. No, it won't. It will not. You suck. Cats don't suck. I have cats in a modded server, and it's very good. Because they're all over the place, and they meow, and then you're like, hi cat, and then it doesn't meow, and then you're like, meow. It's great. Alright, just gonna go back all the way to the base. Is our pupper following us? Pupper, come here. Yeah, he is. I choose Lego bricks as the weapon. What? You mean like he's going to step on them or what? I don't even know how that works. Are you throwing them at him? Hi! Okay. Why are both of your weapons things that you step on? Doesn't make any sense. We're gonna have a battle where we sit across the room from each other, and if either of us comes near the other, then they'll have to step on some painful things. Take 1d4 damage. Do caltrops deal 1d4 damage? I'm not actually sure. Hi! This way. They deal 1 damage. Right. Forgot. Run, 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 run. Alright. Now, I'm gonna go in here. Get rid of my iron golems. So I'm gonna build one in here. He'll be our friend. See, cause he had a friend. She had a friend named something. Slin Noslu. Right. So we're gonna make Super Noslu. Noslu 2.0. The golem. Also we're gonna put one down here by the lava, I guess. We'll protect our tree. There we go. Bye, geothermal plant. Bye. Let's not go anywhere near that with our dog. I just realized. Bye, dog. Let's put one in here, because this is Tali's bedroom, and so she needs a companion in her bedroom for us. Glory to you, Dark Lord. Baba Danga. Dango. Dang. Hello. What do we need to do? Get rid of our coal, because I don't need it. Put some flowers away. We don't really need enough armor anymore. Or do we need these swords? This one is a ancient relic, so we're gonna keep it so that we can maybe, you know, bring it to someone who can put it in a museum or something. We've got our box. We've got a furnace, which we don't really need anymore. Yeah, maybe we can use it to cook things on the airship. We'll see. Stone bricks. Don't really need many of those anymore. Now that we are on our way out of here. We'll put some materials in this chest for someone to make their own iron golem friends. 3 stacks of diamonds. Yeah. We're gonna bring our water so we don't die of thirst. Make a diamond beacon. I don't think we have enough blocks for that. We also don't have a nether star, so I can't do that anyways. I would love to, but I don't think we can. We've got some food. I don't need this bread anymore. Let's yeet this bread into that chest. Got some wood. Alright. Oh my god, we did, didn't we? There's one wither skull on the map. Yeah, there is. I have it. I'm gonna bring it along because it's rare and cool. Sadly, can't bring along our Oh wait, hold on. Did I make a beacon in Inferno Mines? No, I don't think I did, because you have to dig up to the ceiling. Which is, like, pretty difficult. I'm gonna make our doggo be blue. Because that's cute. Do we have cacti? No, so it's gotta be blue. Blue doggo! I also don't have any water. Oh well. I'll just dig it up with these. Dig it up. Dig up the water. Yeah, with my bottles. Alright. I guess this iron is materials for the way home. I don't know. Come out! Come out, pupper. Come here. Come here. Good. Ow. Combines great with pig. Alright, here we are. At our big old thing. Got my box. And let's put it on the monument, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen when we press this button. But goodbye world. Hello puppy. Come here. Come here. Puppy. Puppy. Come here. This way. And then this way. I want you to now place it. Hi! Alright. You're gonna sit right there, and then we're gonna press this button after I unsit you, so you can come along, so you don't just sit here permanently. Alright, well, goodbye map. Unless there's more to come, I don't know. I can put a skull there, that's cool. I won't be back. Goodbye. Aha! Oh, we can go up onto it. How do we get up? What are these? Dispensers. You turned in 8 boxes of parts. You need 8 total. Lift off. Ooh, this is going to be cool. Oh, that closes the door for us. We've got an observer. We've got whatever that is. What is that? It's an observer facing down. I see. Oh, it's got a button on top so it doesn't make noise. We've got furnaces. We've got doggo. Come here. Get up. Get on top. Please. Dang it. I need to bring the doggo. Where is he? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come over here. Good boy. Nope. Nope. This way. Here we go. Just gonna push you onto the airship. No, don't fall off. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're going. We don't have a leash because we don't have slime balls. Whoa. What? 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 Up we go. Shit. I need to make some stairs, I think. Whoa. Up. Okay. There has to be a crafting bench in here, right? Is there not? Oh my goodness. There's storage. Oh, there's the entrance. Haha. Yeah. That would make sense. Be right back. Gonna make crafting bench. Why do we have a button? Where did that come from? I don't know. Did we break something? I don't think we broke anything. Oh, it's from the command block. Right. Thought the staircase was meant to connect. Did it break? I don't know. Maybe it did. Right. Boop. Boop. Hey, thank you for the sub. Hey, what? I can't subscribe to you because you don't have affiliate yet. Shit. Okay. Can do that. I'm gonna break this just in case that for some reason breaks things. I don't know if it will, but I hope it doesn't. Doggo is secure. We can put some food in here and some materials so we can survive. We have a furnace in here, so we're just gonna put that in there. Some bones for the doggo. Some wood for materials, I guess. Some of that stuff. Some torches. Gonna leave an arrow in here for me. And let me check my systems. Alright, go all blacks. That's a reference. I don't know what to. Alright, levers are working. Activate our preliminary checks. Furnaces are a go. Dispensers are a go. Down there. Yep. Alright. All clear. Here we go. New Zealand rugby. How did you know that? Maybe you googled it. Vex is a person who lives in New Zealand now, so that makes sense. Alright, it's time to lift off. Oh, there's a barrier block above us. Interesting. Here we go. Whoa. My dog, no! You took my dog! You bastards. How could you? No! No! It dropped experience too! Wait, what's that? What is this? Does this take us back? They took my shit! They stole everything! Oh my god. Alright, well, we are over an ocean now. We've beaten the map. Congratulations, everybody. Let's drink to that. Read the chat message. Oh yeah, there's a chat message. Whoa! Alright. Reading time. With grim determination, you power up your new ship. A few moments of tension pass. Will it hold together? The engines hum, you tilt the controls, and the craft climbs. Up, up, out of the glacier, and once again the cold wind wraps around you. Hope flickers, you push the throttle, and the engines purr, and a reassuring vibration fills the craft with life. A blizzard gathers on the horizon, and you have no intention of being around when it gets here. You gun it south, and you and your new ship fly out of this frozen waste. Hours pass, eventually the frozen ice falls away to open ocean, and the air stops being so oppressively cold. You're not sure how much time has passed since you first crash landed back there. You don't care. Hope erupts from a flicker to a burning flame. You're alive, for now. To be continued in Super Hostile Inferno Legacy. Oh, snap! Thank you for the fall. Evan Kuhn! I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Welcome to me completing a Minecraft map. Levitate up to 50 blocks from the attacks of a shulker. Amazing. Alright, so this is to be continued. The big part in here that they forgot to mention is, you know, the cold wind whips around you and flings your dog off of your airship. Bitch. I guess. It's dead now. I'm gonna get a new dog. Fuck you, game. Spawn egg. Wait. No. Dang it, I don't know how to do that. Just give me game mode C. Okay. Spawn. Okay. Wolf. Give me 1 lapis. Lapis. And give me like a stack of bones. Thank you. Alright. We did it. Alright. Our wolf is safe for now. Hi! Hi, Wolfie! Hi! Okay, so we're here. We've completed the map. I'm excited to see what Inferno Legacy is. Inferno Legacy. I mean, we have Inferno Mines, which all took place underneath the Sea of Flame. So maybe we're going to go to the Sea of Flame. Also, what's attractive to me about this is that it has the word Inferno in it, which means heat. This map included a heat system and only made use of the cold section. I was initially expecting, because of the way that the lava, like the thermal reactor worked, I thought that meant that lava heated you up, which it doesn't actually. He just put a custom thing in the map which heats you up automatically. And so I was like, oh shit, there's probably going to be a section of this map where we go like deep underground, and then there's a lava area, and the lava area heats you up over time, and you have to cool yourself down with something. I guess by like water probably. But apparently that's not at all what's happening, so I don't know what's going to happen. This is a nice sunset right here. Wish there was windows on that side so I could actually see. That's a long way down. I'm not going to stay around to see it. I really want to see that sunset. Anyways, I'm gonna open up the hole. There is a button here. Oh shit. What do you say? What do you say, sign? Let me break you. TP back to map to mess around. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, well, I kind of want to mess around. So, hi there. I'm gonna go back. Geothermal plant. Aha! That's what that is. It's a TP. Is our dog still here? I think he is. Isn't he? Let's go say hi to him. Let's go make him not sit anymore so we can talk to him and stuff. Hi! Come here. We're going on an adventure. Multiplayer always have the same person. Joining the parts. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because I really have to pee. And then I'm going to fly around in spectator mode and say hi to this map in all of its glory. I'm gonna let you guys sit here and talk to my wolf. My dog. Okay. Turn around. Thank you. Hi. Okay, I'll be right back. He's looking at my legs, I guess. What are you looking at? Hi! Hi there! Oh. Okay. I'm gonna leave you here because we're going to go into spectator mode and I don't want you dying of fall damage. So, yeah, this has been a fun map. I'm going to game mode. Spectator. Alright, we have a lot of nice POV now. Here's this place. Is there anything underneath it that I didn't look? Oh, well there's this. Which, you know. This is commands for... What is this commands for? Treasure Guardian. That's probably the ghast. There's the True White Fang. There's the... Oh wait, no, there's two White Fangs, I guess. There's two of them. Worms in your hand when you hold it. Oh wait, no, this is the fake White Fang, which gives you 1 armor and 10 speed. And this one is a good one. Here's nothing. Oh, here's the lava room over here, the geothermal plant. There's the armor stands that he uses to warm you up. For those who didn't know. These ones all make you like very hot. And this one up here makes you warm, which is how the base warms you up properly. You know, for those who wanted to know how this map works. We're gonna be spoiling literally everything now because yeah. Here's the area that I carved out off camera because I was bored and wanted blocks. That's what this is. I ran into things multiple times while making this. There's the Boreal Valley over there. Here's the Glacial Rift. Oh, this is the zombie area. I want to see in here if there's where the spawners are, because there's a spawner in the wall and I could never find out where it was. Give me night vision. Alright. Basically infinite night vision. Alright. So this is watery stuff in here. Where are they? I think they were spawning at like this level up here. But I don't know where they were. I think they're probably just buried in the wall, if I had to guess. Oh, there they are. Wait, no, this is the... Okay. This is... What? Oh, there was honeypots here the whole time. Interesting. Okay, so this actually, like, breaks pretty quickly after a period of time. Why is this dark? Oh, wait, is this just all ice? I think this is all ice. Explains why it's dark. Okay. Just so I know for my stream, any idea how much longer you're going to be streaming? Not a long time, I don't think. I'm just going to look around the map for a while and then call it there. Because I just want to see what's going on in here. Where is, what is going on? Well, this is my grinder, of course. This is the location of the fake White Fang. In this chest, which I cannot, yeah. Ancient storage chest, which is empty. Is there anything secret about this dungeon? I think I got all of it. Oh, here's my embarrassing attempt at making a different grinder using the one spawner that's here, which was a waste of time because there's one pre-made for you, basically. That was kind of funny. There's that dungeon. That was fun. Let's go this way, I guess. I want to fly up and see what's up here. Also, is there anything in these walls? Spawners somewhere in the walls. I know this because there were zombies falling out of the walls. But they're probably just buried in the wall somewhere that I don't know about. I don't know. Can't see them anywhere. Anyways, there's a few places that this goes straight up. Oh, there's the Glacial Rift. I want to see what this map looks like from above, because it's probably just going to be a big open field of ice. But there's going to be some little rifts in it, right? There must be. Can we go higher with shift? Or like... Yeah. Well... Okay, well there's where we get out. This is something. What is this? Is this the glacial rift? Yeah, this is the glacial rift. Here's the spawn area. Scrolling makes you... Scrolling? What do you mean scrolling? I guess it does. Interesting. Cool. That was an odd way of doing it, but yeah. What's over there? Oh, that's that dungeon, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I see. It's like a speed meter. Interesting. Is there anything under here? I don't think so. Obviously, there's the chests that I already found, like this one. This one over here. Spood dungeon. Spood dungeon. Alright, well, here's the opening area, where it would be much easier, I think, at least for me, if I had played a map with this temperature mechanic before, which I had not. So I was kind of out of the loop and didn't understand how to heat myself up. So naturally I kind of got freezing all the time. There's that shortcut that I found off camera. Here's the the Boreal Valley in all of its snowy glory. What's this? Is this something? No, it's just a crag. Be a lot easier if he'd explained literally how any of the temperature mechanics work. Yeah, like he kind of just expected you to learn it yourself, but meh. Is there anything up here? No. There's a dungeon over here though. So yeah, it looks like this ledge here, like this, I'm counting this whole thing as a ledge, because it's sort of a multi-tiered ledge. That one over there is just higher up. In here, there is a dungeon, which I found. What is in here? Is there anything? Ooh. Oh, it's the redstone, right? For those things. Are there any spawners in here? Or did I find them already? I guess they were in the ones on the walls. Alright. Yeah, this was a very cute little dungeon. I liked it a lot. Because it wasn't too hellishly difficult. It probably would have been if I came in here early in the game, but I didn't. Also, a nice thing, I don't know if it was intentional at all, but the frost elementals have punch bows, which means that if you come in here too early, you'll take a lot of damage when you get hit by one, but then it'll push you back and out of the dungeon. So they help you leave, so you cannot die in a fire. Is there anything in here? No, not really. Alright, cool. So that was that. Maybe a torch will help, but you tried standing with a torch half a block up and it didn't warm you up. Yeah, I tried standing in a torch the proper way, and I just didn't notice the difference fast enough, so I thought that it wasn't doing anything. Because the increments are really slow, and so if you don't update it by the time that it goes, then yeah. Right, so there was that one over there, which is there's a dungeon over there on that ledge, and this ledge over here, which is not really a ledge, but I guess it kind of is a ledge. Was the doggos. This was a nice little secret. I like it because it wasn't actually really a buff, it was just fun. It's like, hey, have a dog. Why not? I guess I should go in order. The next wolves were over at this end of this minecart track, which looks very cool to fly along. Just gonna say that. I guess I can go up here. I wonder where the spawner is up here. I'm not actually sure. Like, it's clearly somewhere. And it spawns the frost elementals, but I don't know where it is. It's probably... oh, there it is. It's back here in a wall. Is it like... oh, it's technically just one block deep. Technically. There's a command block. I guess the command block generates it. Interesting way of doing that. Actually, what does this command block do? Hold on. Creative is what I wanted. Aha, there we go. Spawn delay 20, max spawn delay, blah, 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 max destruction by enemies 20. Okay. Oh, right. This is just set block. Okay. So he has... Cool. Okay. I like learning how things work. It's cool, especially in custom maps like this. I think that was one of the coolest things about playing this map, actually, was playing a super hostile map where I can learn in real time how the map works. Like, what he had in mind for areas. It wasn't like... Because in the past I had either played them and they were really old, so I wasn't really playing them the way they were meant to be played. Like, I played Inferno Sky 2, but I played it in, like, Minecraft 1.8 or something like that. So there were kind of some pretty, you know, different enemies and different things, and there was, like, a food mechanic, which he didn't accommodate for, so he gave you a bunch of food. This is the area that I mined all this resources out of, if you want to know. And guess what's under here? It's one block and then it's void. That's right. It's kind of shit. Also, there were creeper spawners here, just to, like, you know, threaten you if you happen to enter there. Anyways, as I was saying, this was the first super hostile map that I went in blind that was being played on the version it was intended for. I played Inferno Mines after watching several other people play it, so I knew what to expect. I played Infernal Sky 2 and Spellbound. I played Spellbound Caves after watching someone play it, and I played Infernal Sky 2 like years after it was made. So, you know. But for this one, it was very cool having enemies that were working as intended, except for this area where all the creepers were broken, and where I could actually work around them and learn what they did and respond to that. Like, I tested out, I was like, alright, let's test a creeper. Alright, the creeper is invisible, and it's slightly, like, this creeper is slightly fast, and it drops a poison potion when it dies. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Or, oh, these zombies are fast, but these ones have knockback resistance, stuff like that. It was also cool having the enemies be isolated to their respective locations. That was helpful. This area was pretty easy, aside from the part where I was mining this spawner and a creeper came up behind me that was invisible, I think, and blew up. That was interesting. Much less loot than I was expecting. Obviously there's resources, so that's what this area is the resource area. I don't know. I think it was cool. What's this chest have in it? A bunch of garbage. I guess we went into the spider dungeon first, so I'll go in there. Spider dungeon was an interesting change of pace, I'll say. The idea of a super hostile dungeon which has already been conquered, like with this, and like all of this stuff is just kind of weird. There's the note blocks. The one gripe that I had was that this was the obvious place to go, and so you go in here and you get a bunch of chests that are full of cobwebs. This is where I tried to farm cave spiders, then realized that the spawner actually spawns 2 different enemies at random intervals. And the actual way to go to get this wool is like way up in the ceiling, where there were at the time I think 3 webs, and the hole was 2x2. I think it was 2x2. I'm pretty sure this was it. Maybe it was like a little L shape. Either way, it was up, and it wasn't somewhere that I just happened to look up there and was like, oh hey, there's another dungeon. Maybe there will be wool in there. Maybe. So I go in here. Cobwebs are supposedly meant to help you against creepers. Yeah, they are. I didn't end up using them like that, but that was what they were. The way you were supposed to do this area is you're supposed to do the miner's cavern first, and then as you go left to right, each area helps you with the next area. So the cobwebs are for creepers. You get arrows of harming in that area over there, which will help you against spiders and creepers. but of course I didn't use them ever in the map. So yeah, I would have put the chest down there, maybe? Or maybe put the chest in a middle area and have the two connect with each other. You can't see a cursor because I'm spectating, but basically, like, if this went up here and went over this way or something to, like, here, and this area started here and went in around and then went up to meet it, I think that would be a lot cooler. It kind of would be like, in Inferno Mines, the area Haynes Disgrace has, which also happens to be a spider dungeon. That's just coincidence. It has the wool be sort of in a corner of the map, and you can take two different paths to get to it, and each one sort of has its own terrain. So having that would be cool. The ceiling is also black because of lighting glitches. This part is. But yeah, I think that having the chest would be like there in the center of my screen, and having it connect to both sides would be cool, because then if you happen to find this one, maybe make this way a little bit easier so that if people make their perception check, that they can actually see it, and then it'll be an easier time and they'll get rewarded for that. Or maybe put some loot in there, I don't know. I'm giving advice, I don't know if he's going to actually watch this, but you know, if he did, that would be cool. Who knows? Add him here for the Inferno Mines project. Yeah, over here. This is something different. Yeah, hiring Hain Corp, now hiring veteran miners. Volcanic mining experience very preferred and must be willing to move. It's kind of cool. I was watching his DevCom, and apparently a lot of people didn't know that this was a urinal. I find it kind of funny that I just instantly knew what it was, and no one else did. There's a bucket. Oh, it's like got like a flush mechanism that you can like activate. There's a button there that I can't activate. Okay, because this is the men's room, that's why it's blue. Because of course blue is totally a male color, and not just was a female color until they changed it randomly. And this is of course the women's restroom. And as I was saying when I first came in here, it has the same number of toilets as the men's room, but the men's room has a urinal. This explains why women take so long in this bathroom. Everyone's confused. What's down here? That's the bathrooms, right, where I was just at. There's that cavern. This one. This was a pretty fun area. I initially felt kind of bad because I just bridged around and jumped on things, but that was supposedly the intent. Like, that's what you're supposed to do for this area. You're meant to look at all these things and see parkour courses, basically, because you get jumps boost, and so you can jump on here, then you can jump on here, then you can jump onto the roof, and then you can jump from here onto this thing, and then you can jump onto these iron bars. Alternatively, you cannot get jump boost, and you can just breach the rooms tactically with your tactical things. And if you go down here, no, it's this thing. Yeah, it's this. This was the secret diamond sword, which we took, so it, yeah. Wish that the, yeah, I kind of wish that the features, the boosts lasted longer, and then there was a button for you to remove them or something. Sadly, there isn't, but yeah. It was kind of, I don't know, I thought it was kind of weird how Tully writes in her book that the way to find the room where the wool is, because that's where the monsters are, of course, is to look for soul sand and mossy cobblestone, and then from here you can't actually see any. From up here you can you can see that tendril if you look really closely, and from this roof you also can only kind of see it back there. So like the only way you could actually see the mossy cobblestone is, I guess, if you breached this whole building, came down here, were on this building, and looked back there. I mean, you could see it from other places, obviously, but that's like the only way that it's like in your face. It also gives you a hint of where the spawners are, because there's one on the roof here that was wrapped up in stuff. It had a chest, which is empty. But yeah, I just sort of jumped onto this outer wall thing, and then I got on this roof, and then nothing could reach me on this roof. So I just dug a pathway over here, broke the window, and then hey, it's the wool. Also, I could just see the wool through this window from this roof, which is interesting. I think in Vex's developer commentary, he just sort of ignored the fact that he could see it, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, you can totally see it. Here is the death box, the fun box, full of death. Here's some chests that I never actually opened. Oh, that's an enchanted book. Blast protection too. Too bad that's not useful to me at all. There's a pumpkin pie. And a diamond axe. There's a mending book in here. That's cool. Yeah, this area had a lot of loot, which I appreciated. This place here is a ping pong table. With table tennis things. There's an ender chest underneath this room, which is kind of cool. You can get the wool and then drop down. This area lets you farm chickens. I don't have chickens to farm. These are all just corporate apartments, which are like very boring and samey. Alright, now I think it's time for us to go to the last region, which is over here, and I'm going to skyrocket through it and go up. There we go. Table tennis is fun. Alright, so this area is probably the area I have the most gripes with in this map, only because it just completely changes the structure of how, like, it's kind of like if there were two miniature super hostile maps that were back to back. So the first one is linear branching, and then there's this one, which is very open world and exploring. Hello, Balu Play. Welcome. We've finished this map, and we are now dissecting it. So, can you press Alt F4? I can physically, but I will not. So, basically, I thought that it was good that I found this wool so easily because there was a hint for it in the book, and I actually remembered it. I appreciated that part. Tolly said nothing about the frost elementals, which I was kind of, you know, confused by because I didn't expect them, and I also didn't realize that they made me cold at the top. I don't have a cold stat because I'm in spectator mode, but you know. This place gave a really large amount of loot that I wasn't expecting. Like, these chests just had like a stack of iron in them, or like, you know, millions of wheat. And I always just sort of assumed that this was going to be the whole area. I kind of suspected that my theory was either this is either going to be entirely decorative and it's just like a joke at Age of Empires, because I mean obviously it is. Look at the buildings. It's Age of Empires, Castle Age. So it was like, it's either this is an Age of Empires joke only, or there is a wool in this area and a wool in that area. And the answer turned out to be that there's a wool in that area, there's a wool in this area, and then there's a wool in another area off that way, and then there's a secret area over there that has its own wool. And neither of those two were things I expected. I kind of suspected that there would be one over here, with, you know, ships that are frozen. So that makes sense. Hello, you told me, Mom. Did you tell her the thing? The thing? The actual thing? The cool thing? I'm proud. We are in the Age of Empires area of this map. I think you'll appreciate it. It says fish. Hey Mom, I'm girl. Did you say it like that? I'll be very impressed if you say it like that. Does this area actually have chests in it? I can't remember. Oh, it's all filled with dirt, right? That makes sense. Alright, so yeah, this area was shockingly easy. Like, if you come here during the daytime, you get a few skeletal archers, and that's it. And you just go over to, like... See, there's even, like, evidence of, You got 2 daughters, not 2 sons. Wait, so do you have do you have a sister who is trans as well? Or... And did she already come out? I don't... I'm confused. Or did, like, she tell you to do that as well? I don't know. Either way. You have a cis sister and a cis brother. Oh! That makes so much more sense. Okay. There are 3 of you. One of them... Okay. That makes sense. Cool. That's a clever way of putting that. Interesting. But yeah, this area, like, you go over here, and you can see, if you have high render distance, then from all the way over here, you could kind of make out that there's boxes sitting there. And then you go over to the first boat, and then you see that there's boxes, like there's bricks over there, and you're like, oh, hey, it's bricks. That's probably where the box is. And so you go over here to the box, and then you go up top, and hey, look, it's a box, and it's got the box of parts. So you can just get here, and I think there was 1 spawner. There might have been 2. But they were fairly easy to conquer, honestly. So, I don't know, like, that, I feel like this is the one that you're supposed to go to first, after you do the research center. And then you do the research center. The research center was first, and that just has frost elementals. They're pretty easy to defeat. Gonna watch the VODs for this, can't spoil yourself. Alright. It's a very fun map so far. Oh, all of these have the skeletal archers. I kind of forgot to look in here. These all have bows and arrows. Yeah, they do. Nothing special. Alright. Where does this door lead? Oh, you can like go inside of the walls, I guess. Wait. But there's no entrance into the walls. How do you get in here? Who built this place? That's not how you build walls. Anyways, so I come in here. It randomly spawns a man-at-arms. Oh, there's a frost elemental right there. That's an annoying one. All these buildings, I think, had frost elementals in them. Oh, and these ones have man-at-arms. Oh, I guess that explains some things. Alright, yeah, there's 3 spawners in here. Why does this... I don't get why this room has so many of these enemies in here. Because there's nothing... Like, there's no actual loot in here. There's 2 shields. And some stone axes. That's it. It does sort of look like a fancy building. If I'd thought to come in here, I would have. But I didn't. And I guess it doesn't matter, because... It's not, it doesn't have important loot in it, so there's no reason for me to come in here anyways. Yep. Like, it very well could have been where a box of parts was, I don't know. But yeah, so this area, like, was much harder than it looked. Partly because it was only dangerous at nighttime. Or at least it was mainly dangerous at nighttime. It was certainly dangerous during the daytime, because monsters would spawn inside of rooms. And then they would attack you. But like, in reality, I came in here at daytime, it was fine. I came in here at nighttime, and I died a lot. I kind of like, just don't even watch the equipment the mobs have. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of do like that the area is a different difficulty depending on what time of day, because it puts you on the clock. It's like, once you reach nighttime, monsters will spawn everywhere and will come after you. And fuck you up. I like this stable where the enemies were sort of broken because the horses were really slow. It was kind of funny. Oh, there's this horse spawn egg here. Oh, we could just get horses. Oh, that's cool. There's no like, where you can breed them? Oh, that's, why didn't I see that chest? I'm so sad. We could have gotten a horse and ridden it around into battle. Wouldn't have really done that much, but we could have done it. What the hell was that? Oh well, we got a dog, and I'm happy about that. And the dog didn't die in battle, which I'm very glad about. But anyways, I think this is where the wool was, right? No, it wasn't. This is just a random area. This is where the wool was, which is, I think, the town hall. I think that's the town hall in Age of Empires, is what that is. So you go in here, you go up these stairs, which, by the way, are really annoying because there's punch bows at the top of these stairs. And And then there is a lot of resources in here, which I did not take, of course. Okay, I took most of them. And a box of parts. Is there anything in the furnaces? No. So this area was, yeah, unusually difficult. I didn't enjoy it that much. I liked it aesthetically for about the first, like, 15 minutes. And then I was just running around, freezing to death, and dying to monsters. It was not very fun. But, I don't know. The fact that there were 3 wolves in it was kind of confusing, but it's the only place that they could have been, so I guess it makes sense. This area is really weird. I don't know why there's like a big rectangle with a flat face like that. I guess that's just how the map is. I think that probably the miners dug this giant ditch here to put their rail cart, but I'm not really sure. Did this area before you should have, and it was the first area that felt like an actual super hostile area. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't expecting it because the rest of the map had felt like a super hostile area made to be focused on survival. And this area was a super hostile map area which had survival elements but was not the focus, so I was confused. There's pickaxes and stuff. Alright, and then we get to, of course, the final area, over here, which was really annoyingly hidden, I have to say. I probably would have found it if I had explored here enough. I mean, I did actually find it if I explored it enough. I don't think anyone told me where this was. I just ran over here, saw this big corner, thought, oh hey, there's a room here. Oh, it's got a box. And originally I saw the brick from a distance and I was like, are you serious? It's just in a corner? No. It was in the corner. I mean, you told me that it was in this area, but not that it was in this area, in this corner. I think I just ran over here after completing over that. Anyways, I'm glad that it's not in there, because that would be annoying. Then I went over here, I saw the ice. I broke the ice, which took a while, because it's ice. You run down here, everything's all melty and kind of annoying, but I wanted my viewers to be able to see. And then, you walk over here, and you see that there's something here. And my iron golems are here. Hi. Whoa. No, stop. Help! How do I get out? No. No, I don't. How do... Next page. No. How do I get out? Can I... How do I get out of this thing? God damn it. Enter? No. Shift? Control? Shift. Oh, it's shift. Okay. It just doesn't feel like it's shift. Alright. So this area is very pretty. Ooh, there's an ender chest on top of it. How devious. There was a lot of secrets in this part of the map, which I did not find because I didn't know to look for them, because I was sort of just... What is this? What is this? Hold on. There's a thing here. Hold on. Is this nothing? I think this is nothing. Dang it. Right, well, as I was saying, this area had a lot of secrets in it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it did mean that there were times where I thought I was following the quote-unquote fun path, but I was actually just following a side path which took me to some loot, which I usually didn't need. I'm just gonna look at it through the walls because it's way easier. These hallways were really, like, I mean, they were all pretty elaborate on purpose to make you, you know, appreciate how much stuff was going on. The enemies were kind of cool. It was mainly just a hold W with a shield up until you get to them thing, because they have knockback, so you can't just directly attack them. There's the fucking guys. I was looking for these for so long. Mostly a reskin of an SHO area. Is it? I haven't watched his devcom, so he'll probably explain that, but yeah, I haven't done SHO. I've been tempted sometimes, but I don't think I have the time to get into that nowadays. Huh. Well, that's interesting. There were some spawners up there that I destroyed. I was trying to find those frost elementals for a while. Like, I explored the whole place looking for them. This was a side room that this was a side room that had diamond ore in it, which I didn't mind because I already had a bunch of diamonds. Yeah, this place was very visually appealing. Gameplay wise, it was very confusing because like I went over here. This was what happened when we first came in here. We went over here, went down the staircase. We went this way, maybe this way. I'm not sure which way we went. This way? No, that's not it. This way. We went this way. We went up another staircase. Yes, and then we saw this, and I was like, okay, here we are. We're freezing to death. I have my lava bucket. I put my lava bucket here. I take out 2 spawners. It's a really deadly and tense situation. There's iron bars there, clearly, with a chest in the middle. Then I open it up, and it was a bunch of enchanting books. And then I was freezing to death, so I left. But it was like, this is a big room full of gold, and I just sort of assumed that was where the wool was. Like, looking at this cross section, I would think that was where the wool was. Ignoring where the wool actually is. And so I was like, well, okay, I guess I didn't find the wool. Sad. I'll go looking for it some more. Then, of course, I find this place down here. I'm like, okay, this is probably it. There's a big ass doorway there. That's probably where it is. It's probably not up here, but I'm going to clear these out anyways. So I clear these out anyways, of course. Because that's what you do in a Super RSL map. You remove all of the threats. And so there was a bunch of elementals there that I destroyed. Then there was a way down into water, which I just ignored because I was like, that's probably something that's a side quest, and I don't have water gear, so I'm not going to go in it. My next idea, of course, was to go down here, because there was some water here, and I was like, well, that goes... These are all the side paths, so I want to clear all the side paths before I finish the map, right? So I go down here, I specifically block off the water and dig down, so that I have a convenient way of getting down. And then I get to the bottom, and it's just water. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. Also, is this void? No, it's not. I'm like, okay, well, it's just water, guys. There's actually nothing here. And then I spend all my time getting up again to get to the top. And I get to the top. And then I decide to go down here. Down this pathway. And this pathway took me to another room with a skeleton spawner, which is a dead end. Haha, dead end. It also has a pathway up here that had a frost elemental at the top and like peeked into other areas. So the main door doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it goes over here into this water room, and the water room goes into a little maze, and the maze is, you can see this maze. I went through this off camera as well. This maze goes into this, which goes forward, has some skeleton spawners in here, and it had, I think, a 3x3 by 2 block of diamond blocks. So that's a lot of diamonds right there. Like, that's pretty good. But it's not what I was expecting. So I was kind of disappointed. Especially because at the time I had diamonds. Also, it's right underneath here, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Alright, you can get them from, like, the first area, basically. Anyways, where were we? We're over here. So we go, finally I'm like, well, this is the only place I have, so I'm gonna drop some gravel down here so we can go. Because I didn't have water gear. All of this is just misleading dungeon, or misleading mazes. Goes around, comes up here. These weren't here. This wasn't here. The walls weren't here. There's a bunch of spawners. And then there's just this long pathway. And I get shot by a skeleton a few times, which knocks me forward so that I can get to the wool faster because I can see it. I get to the wool. I sit here. An evoker spawns from that spawner. I go, what the fuck? And then I die. And then here we are today. We got the wool out of the chest. The box of parts. Whatever you want to call it. We did it. What's in here? What is this? It's just a hole in the ceiling. Interesting. So yeah, the map as a whole, I think it was a great start for testing out a survival-based super hostile map. I think that was pretty good job. As far as making a punishing but fair super hostile map, similar to like Waking Up was punishing but fair, as in if you played perfectly and cautiously, you could do it without dying. With the exception of maybe a couple of traps which he put in because he can do that and just put a trap that you didn't expect that you die. With like Inferno Mines, it wasn't really meant to be difficult. It was just meant to be, you know, you have fun in this map. So this is an interesting little block here. Not sure what that's about. Inferno Mines was just built to be fun, and it was fun. And at times it was, you know, challenging but fair. And in this map, I guess if you went into it knowing what you were doing, like if you knew how the survival mechanics worked, you could probably get around them pretty easily. If you knew what the enemies did and which enemies you were going to be fighting, and generally if you could weigh the challenge of an area before you went into it, especially this area, I think it would have been a lot better. You felt like the survival aspect felt a little bit weak. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I did like that I had to stop fighting enemies to like heat myself up on occasion. And also just from an immersion perspective, especially in this area over here, it felt really nice to warm myself up over time while sitting right here looking outside at the snow. But I think that was just like an aesthetic thing. Most of the cold is actually a problem when you're facing enemies with cold auras, which don't really care. Yeah. I do wish that there was more dynamic ways to affect your temperature, and I'm really looking forward to, as it was called, Inferno Legacy, and I'm hoping that in that there will be, because I feel like in Minecraft there's not that many things that you can do to make yourself warmer. Like there's obviously anything that gives you fire, and that's it. And fire is really easy to do because you just need a flint and steel. So that's kind of out of the question because that would be just breaking the balance. Lava is the same way. And so you just have a torch which you can put on you for a small amount of light or small amount of stuff, and you can't move it or anything. And you have a furnace which requires resources. And so that was kind of cool. And then wearing clothes, I guess, which was maybe not a logical way of doing it because for some reason metal is better than other metals, but it works, and it feels good to do because you're like, I'm gonna put on iron armor, I'm warmer now. It works. But if you're in a hot environment like a desert or Inferno Legacy, quote unquote, which I'm guessing will be like a lava-y thing, you could maybe add a thirst mechanic where you have to, or just make it so that drinking water cools you down. Water bottles don't stack, so you would have to bring water with you. And I'm assuming that water will be difficult to find or impossible to find in the map. So like maybe you can drink water to cool yourself down. You can obviously stand on snow or ice if you can find it. I think that it would be interesting to make it so that wearing armor makes you heat up. like wearing metal, like the higher your armor class is, I'm speaking in D&D terms, the higher your armor is in terms of how many hit points it gives, not hit points, armor points it gives you, the more you heat up easier. And so it would make it so that you would have to take off your armor periodically and make yourself more vulnerable in order to cool down in a hot environment. And it would also make there be a lot more urgency when you're fighting, you know, enemies that heat you up, like magma elementals or whatever. Or the char ghosts, or just being on fire. I think that would be very cool. I guess now that I've said it, there's probably the same amount of ways to heat yourself up as there are to cool yourself down. But like, I just think it would be cool. Also, as Vex described in his developer commentary, there's only so many ways you can make an ice map. There's like 3 blocks, maybe 4 or 5, if you're counting like snow layers as one and stuff like that, and just like blue blocks. But for a fire map, you can just use any combination of stones. You can use magma blocks, you can use lava, you can use all sorts of things. You can use like nether bricks, stuff like that. I think that a lava map would work a lot better. Like in Fire Mines was a lava map. Sea of Flame was a lava map. I think lava maps, or warm maps, I guess I should say. Having a desert game with like a shade mechanic would be really cool. I want to see like Black Desert 3, where while you're in the Black Desert, if you take shade, if your light level from the sun is the lower your light level from the sun is, because if you press F3, it does tell you the sky lighting and the block lighting. So if you're skylighting, like for example over here, my skylighting is 0 because the sky can't reach me. My block level is also 0 because there's a torch near me, but I have night vision, so it's fine. But yeah, like if I'm standing here, it would make me cool because the sun isn't hitting me. If I'm standing over here, then my heat would increase by the maximum because the sun is right over me, beaming down on my face. And then somewhere in the middle would be like, you know, in the middle. I think that would be really cool. I don't know if Vex is going to listen to my suggestions, but Vex, if you're listening, make Black Desert 3 and make it have a positive temperature mechanic, because that would be really fucking cool. I want to play a game where I have to make little shelters to cool myself down, and like make a little like overhang with some water under it, and you'll sit in the water and it'll cool you off. Or like make a shelter and then there's like a fire elemental somewhere off in the distance, so you have to make a shelter and sit in water and take your armor off so you can cool down and not burn to death. I think it would be very deep. I was kind of expecting this map to do that while also doing the cold mechanic, because the heat mechanic existed and you could see it when you went into the thermo plant. But in the end, there wasn't actually a heat mechanic. There was just, you either freeze to death or you happen to go into the geothermal plant and burn yourself to death for some reason. Also furnaces. Furnaces can burn yourself, which I guess is just to prevent you from going AFK. I don't know. Anyways, I've been waffling for quite some time about the mechanics of this map. I enjoyed it in the end. Grinding, as you're sort of supposed to in super hostile maps. I had a lot of fun. I think that giving more loot and making it longer would be a lot cooler, maybe. You'd like the auras had diminishing effects. I would like if the auras were visible. I would want the ice elementals to give you a particle effect around themselves, sort of like a lingering potion, but not a lingering potion, obviously. I want you to be able to see how far away you have to be in order to activate them, because I think that would be very, very helpful for conveying what that effect is. I think that would be cool. Also, it was sort of hard for me to tell which ones actually cooled me down, because I guess there's the ice elementals, and then there's the Frost Revenant, I think. And so this one is, of course, this one I could tell cooled me down because I encountered them by themselves. Cools you down as well. And then I started getting paranoid and thought that every enemy cooled you down, which I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure they don't. You couldn't get out because you'd freeze instantly. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I freeze to death once in this map because I actually was sitting next to like 5 Frost Revenants in the other room, and they made my freezing go up to I think it went up to 950 or something. And at that point, it applies Wither to you, and you die. It applies poison before that, and so you should be at half a heart by then because you have hunger. And then if you're that low, then it gives you Wither, and then you die. Rip. So anyways, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go back to the end game section. I escaped. I did it. And there we go. We did it. We did this map. That's still C. S, please. There we go. Hi, wolf. Doggo. You thought the walls in the final area made you cold to stop you from tunneling, but there actually are just too many enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this was a fun stream. I'm glad that I could finish this map, not only because it was fun to play, but also because now I can watch other people play it without getting spoiled. I'm really looking forward to the next map he makes. I hope it comes out soon. I don't think it probably will. I don't know. If I get like the hankering to play Super Hostile again, I guess I can always just support him on Patreon and play Super Hostile online. But that is there's no... Are we in a desert and it's raining? Anyways. Yeah, I don't think that we can, Oh, we're in the void. I see. That makes sense. Anyways. Yeah, I might play Super Hostile online at some point. I think I'll probably play other Super Hostile maps that are older. Just for fun. Nightmare Realm sounds fun, yeah. I want to play Lethamyr because it sounds cool. And I think that the new version isn't hardcore, just because it was ported over to a new version. But yeah, that was fun. Like I'm gonna go raid Eowyn, because I think she just started streaming, if I'm remembering right. If I'm looking right. Yep, she's playing Dark Souls. So I'm gonna go slap a raid over there. If you guys want to join Discord, I will post an invite link in chat, because apparently my bot is not online, so there you go. Come there to hang out if you're not there currently, and get announcements for streams. Thank you people who subbed and followed and just stayed around and chat. I always appreciate having you here. I will try and stream tomorrow. I don't know what, but I'll stream something tomorrow. I'm not sure. I genuinely have no idea what I'm going to stream tomorrow. It's probably going to be some game. I don't know. And I'll be back on Monday for more D&D. So until then, I will see y'all next time. There we go. Set up the raid. It's not letting me raid yet. It's letting me raid in 4 seconds. Come on. There we go. Alright. Bye-bye, everybody. Bark. Bark. Bye. Say goodbye, doggo. Come on. Yes! Bye-bye.